Greetings, fellow hungry Lycan. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion. Episode 2, One Must Eat. Alright, the current priority right now is to prep for stone cutting. And then I'm going to have you guys decide what I'm going to build first with our stone cutting. So let's go to maximum range, or near maximum range on the bear. Wow, those shots were atrocious. Need you to go back to archery school. Well, at least one was a hit. There's a second hit. Where are we hitting it? Anywhere vital? Ooh, God. Heart, spine? Okay, yeah, vital, I would say. Your initial shots were bad, but you got honed in. Oh, that sounds like a wolf or a warg. It's a warg. Keep moving, Bebo. The foggy rain is certainly not helping anything. Foggy rain is sort of the worst weather condition to fire, to shoot in. Didn't stop us, though. Slowed us down, but didn't stop us. Alright, with the bears dead, we probably don't need to bother going with the alpaca anymore. So I'm going to halt the hunting of the alpaca, because it's not necessary. We're going to have plenty of bear meat. Alright, stone cutting is done. So what I want to do here is to move the sleeping spots a little bit. Because I'm going to set up a bunch of stone cutters. And then you guys wanted complex furniture next? And what to build next? So we could build bedrooms. We could build a kitchen, larder, butchery. We could build recreation, dining. We could build storage, crafting, or greenhouse. At least the starting setup of a greenhouse, I should say. So have you guys decide what I use the stone for. Cheers. So the soil fertility is quite high. The problem that I see is because of the foggy rain, it's going to be really hard for me to determine where the fertile soil is and where it isn't. I probably should have set up my grow zones before the rain came, but yeah, whatever, I'll do my best. So here's a heel root zone. I make it a little extra larger. There we go. And I missed a dog treat and pet. Sorry about that. Here we go. He loves his peanuts. Nope, there goes the venison. All right. So it looks like the kitchen larder butchery is the popular choice. So I'll start working towards that by cutting granite chunks and getting it ready for a kitchen. We are also starting to get rice, so I'm going to suspend the simple meals. In fact, I'm going to cancel them out entirely, and I'll start cooking fine meals. I'll do fine meals until I have 5, and I need to deselect jerky so that we don't use it, and milk, not that I'm worried about that. Arsenal, X-Gamer, and Shinox, and Dem Tacos, thank you for the resubs. Oh, we are getting attacked. Prepare a while from the Veil of Shadows. Moil up. Nimble, too smart, chemical fascination. Got it. 16-year-old pigskin. Chemical fascination's a tough one to deal with. So, with the prospect of potentially getting attacked, I'd also like to set up like a very basic prison area so that we can capture people. If, in fact, they don't die upon arrival. Pluton, thank you for the resub, too. Alright, Bebo, I want you to be the one cutting these trees down. And they're beginning their assault. Okay. The next project will be the kitchen larder. And I'll update that now. Build a kitchen and butchery. With, you know, associated food storage. The foggy rain is really not doing me any, not making my life easy. Oh, you're chasing Bebo, huh? No, don't stop. Accuracy is like halved in foggy rain, for reference. Which is why hitting anything has been obnoxious. I don't mind the rain, because it's good for the farm, but the foggy rain, oof. Alright, Moira looks just about dead. Oh, good. They are down but not dead. 3 hours until bleed out, and they don't have any permanent injuries, which is surprising, given the beating that they took. So, Scipia, you tend to Bebo. And Darius, you and Elba go back to work. And we'll see if we can't capture Moilup. I want to stop the bleeding on Bebo before doing anything else. So this here is for prisoners. Will he survive? Oh, nope, he won't. He got up, and Scipio was like, enough of that. Boom, death blow. All right. So I am going to create a dumping corpse zone. This is going to be the corpse pond. So it is fresh and rotten human likes that are not colonists. And I'm actually going to use medicine to tend the rest of Bebo. Alright. Additionally, I'm going to create Area 1. Area 1 is going to be a area around Corpse Pond that is inverted. So we'll call this Corpse Pond Avoidance. Invert. And Scipia, Doris, and Elba are going to avoid Corpse Pond. Basically, only Bebo goes there. Bebo has very clearly stated she does not mind corpses like the rest of them do, so she's on corpse hauling duty. At least for now. So, kitchen. Once we have a bit more granite, I can start to set up the grounds of a kitchen. So it's hard to tell where the fertile soil is. But I believe, ignoring this little spit of fertile soil, I believe the fertile soil is roughly around here. This is like sort of the more fertile zone. And then adding in some buffer to it. I don't want to put a kitchen too close to where I'm growing crops. So I'm going to set up a kitchen somewhere in this area here. And it's going to have mostly granite walls, as I'm reserving marble for the buildings that require to be pretty. So in here, I'm going to want like a butchery zone. Where we are able to do the butchering. And maybe have the butchering zone be the valid path into the building, for the most part. And then the building itself. So if we're considering shelving, having it be 5 units high is going to be really nice for shelving purposes. So we can build shelving like this. So I'm just going to paint some preliminary shelving in here. Oops. That's not correct. Something like that. Meaning that we can do the actual food prep over in this area, where we'll have the actual stove and the other things here. So I think that will work. Some other details is eventually we're going to have venting. So I'm going to want the ability for the kitchen to be able to be vented out so that it doesn't get so hot. So here we go. And I'll put the door into it here. So this area could be a vent area, chimney for the butchery. Although I'm far less concerned about butchery venting than the kitchen venting itself. But that will be an area for it. So we'll make sure it's a remove roof zone. I'm also going to want to cut any trees that are in here that are in the way down, because my constructors aren't very good at that. And the other venting zone I can decide on later. Alright, for the kitchen itself, we're going to have a stove, let's say here. I think that will work. All right. We'll see how that shapes up. All right. The iron's all dug up. Perfect. Or the coal, rather. All dug up. Darius is already working on the actual structure. And then Scipia is starting to work on complex furniture. If you're bothered by that sideways bed, I fixed it for you. There you go. Alright, that's a whole lot of rice. The fertility of the soil really hasn't changed yet, so it's still very fertile, and it's hard to tell where the specific fertile zones are. Give the barracks a little bit of a cleaning, as I'm sure it's bothering Scipia's research. And then, Bebo, let's have you remove this body before it starts to stink. Nice. Elbo's now on full-time stone cutting. That's going to be really helpful. Once Bebo's up, I'm probably going to have her cut down the trees that are terrain blockers as like a kind of a higher priority. Oh, a shaman merchant from Combaro's kinship. I don't yet have a caravan trade spot, but I'm going to put one here. Keep them from marching across our base or whatever. Traders aren't very... Oh, no, I didn't place that in time. So, yeah, there they go. Going to where they were scheduled to go and then going back to the trade spot. They do have ducks. I might want to buy the ducks. So let's see here. The reason to buy the ducks is a lot of the nicer foods that we're going to want access to later on are foods that require eggs and milk and things like that. So whenever there's a chance to buy egg layers, I should take it. I don't have anywhere to put the ducks just yet, but that's something that Darius can figure out. So, spent all of our money on the 2 ducks. I might as well raffle off these ducks. So, raffle timer's up. Oh, and thrombos. Although, with our current technology, hunting thrombos would be a death wish. Even if I did get the trade caravan involved, but that's not our jam. We don't force neighbors to do hunting for us. In fact, Scipia, where are you? Oh, you're going for a walk. Once you're done going for a walk, dismiss the trader. I'm going to temporarily halt the construction of the kitchen so that I can just set up a simple duck barn. And we're also, the bear meat just rotted, like, as she was cooking, so we're going to need to do some hunting as well. Some timing, right? Well, that warg's getting close. Okay, we have a basic duck barn. Of course, there's no nutrients in there for them. That's why I had an enclosed section so that we could haul rice in there. So we have a 4-year-old female duck and a 1-year-old male duck. And may they prosper. Alright, now they have plenty of food. Good. So the only animals that I want in here are ducks. And now that that's done, go back to the kitchen construction. I think we managed to dismiss the trader right when they were eating pemmican. So we have all this, like, weird free pemmican all over the place because they were in the process of consuming it when we told them to get lost. Well, we politely said get lost, but I suppose that's okay. I didn't mean to do that, certainly. But having more travel food or backup food is pretty handy. Alright, we're already... Oh, that one's unfertilized. So animal products for fertilized eggs should not be allowed in here. Or jelly, for that matter. Elbows, making sure that we have a pretty good supply of granite stone for the kitchen project. And Darius is getting the walls up as fast as he can. One sneaky little oak tree popping up there, huh? Alright, raffle timer. One of the ducks is going to be JD, and the other duck Sia, or Kitty. Alright, let's see. I am getting tired of working around these marble chunks. So I need these marble chunks moved, as they're constant terrain blockers, and it's getting annoying. Okay. Kitchen's underway. And now we're just flooring it all up so that it's a clean environment. So when we have things to butcher there or cook there, we don't run up ridiculously high food poisoning risk. Slept on the ground, slept in the heat. So we're about 2/3 of the way to complex furniture being done, or a little over half. And that will help with the slept on the ground. I could, of course, and I chose not to, but I could, of course, had gone with the sleeping bags method with all the leather that we have, but I figured we would have to do a pretty sizable amount of hunting in order to make use of sleeping bags in that way. So I chose essentially not to. So, Bebo, you are hunting alpaca. Yep. Just as I was concerned about, this alpaca was, like, essentially at the edge of the map tile. As are, like, most of the herbivores that I've been hunting. Ooh, one shot! What was it, heart or brain? Brain. That's a pretty merciful way to hunt, I suppose. Darius with a work frenzy. Fantastic. That actually reminds me of something. So let's go ahead and start assigning ideological roles. So change role, Darius, and then let's say Bebo will watch. Actually, let's do Scipia, Bebo will watch, and you're going to be our consul. And this is so that I could do a work drive paired with the work frenzy. And he should be getting this stuff done, like, insanely fast. What is his global work speed now? 270? Yeah, this is going to be ridiculous. Have him mine, do as much mining and construction in this time as possible. New lovers, Darius and Scipia. I figured as much. Alba and Bebo, what about you guys? I'm going to hold off on that for now, because it was a third chance. I'd rather my chances be a little higher. So we do have a fertilized egg, good. I'm going to set up another egg box, one for unfertilized, one for fertilized. I don't think we're going to have a lot of unfertilized eggs. The whole point is to grow our duck population, so trying to get them all fertilized. Now, the only word they have is the meals are no longer being stored in the kitchen, as the kitchen is now full of rice, which is, like, a good thing. It does look like Bebo is behind on hill root sowing, but I'm not too concerned. And because of Darius's work drive and also work frenzy, the kitchen and butchery combo is getting built quite fast. So you guys can decide what to build next in the polls. And it is officially summer. It is the hot season. Once this is fully constructed, I'll start to move over all of the kitchen-based stuff over here. Without having complex furniture, we don't have access to shelves and the like, but at the very least I can put things on the ground, and it's a lot more spacious, and because it's made of stone, it's not flammable. So, big added benefit of it not being able to be burned. Oh, Warg versus Wolf. I mean, that's good. There's fewer things that will mess with me. I really don't understand how all these like oak saplings keep sneaking their way into the build zone. I'm so confused. Because I was pretty sure I cut everything down, but apparently I didn't. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to just move the field stove entirely. I'm going to set up zones here. So this zone is going to be important for meals. This zone is going to be important for meat that is not insect, human, or jerky. And let's name them. Kitchen meat. Kitchen meals. And as you might have imagined, this is going to be for kitchen veg, no raw fungus. So we'll get the stoves and those set up, and then I think what I'm going to do for now is to have a preferred zone for like all foods here. And seeing that you guys are voting for bedrooms next, I'm going to start carving marble instead of granite. Yeah, I will be keeping an eye on the warg to make sure it doesn't come to hunt us. Wow, that warg got away from that fight without injury. Kind of surprising. Alright. So the kitchen won't be done until complex furniture is researched. Because without complex furniture, we're just not going to have shelving or anything like that. So I am going to have to circle back and to make sure that that I put the shelving in and put priorities in, and then make sure that, you know, all plant matter is put in there. You know, cycloid leaves, smoke leaves, hops, wort, etc. But the next project is going to be bedrooms. And I'm waiting. So the thinking here is that I'll end up putting some sort of recreation room here. Not in this dimension, per se. But stick an R for recreation and dining. Because I want it adjacent to the kitchen. So perhaps I will set bedrooms, the initial bedrooms up around here. And the bedrooms of the starting people are going to be... they're going to be better than the bedrooms of the average people that end up joining. So I think what I'd want to do before I dig into the bedrooms is to actually set up flooring just so that I can plan things out a little bit better. So let's say that recreation is about here. Recreation dining room in this area. Meaning that the Flagstone Road would continue down this way. And then we can have bedrooms set up in this area. Okay, we have the Praetor role unfilled, so I'm going to get the Praetor role going for Darius once he's awake. So that we don't have negative mood modifiers anymore. The dangerous fauna around is just, for now it's just that warg. There's another warg over here. And then a bear in the south, but it's far enough away from us that I don't think it's going to be an immediate problem. The other thing I'm going to need to do is to cut the plants for the things that are terrain blocking the pathing. That's another Bevo task. Not you, Darius. He's doing it anyway. Yeah, you're gonna botch everything, man. You are not good at that. All of our werewolves have their strengths, and that is not one of yours. Complex furniture is done, and I am going to choose to focus on plumbing next, as it goes hand in hand with the bedrooms. No, actually, because of his work drive, he is able to surprisingly cut down trees with pretty decent efficiency, so maybe I'll just have him keep doing that. Because he's so, like, boosted. I did want to set him up with Praetor role. So, Scipia, you're going to be witness, and he is going to be a Praetor. There we go. Okay. We no longer have those mood penalties for him being Praetor. Or us, rather, not having one. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that many details about the series were kept intentionally secret, and those secrets will not be revealed. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow legionaries.